The last few shiurim we've been speaking about the end of Birchas HaMazon, the way it's printed as part of the paragraph as Yiru. It's various psukim put together. We're up to the pasuk of Baruch HaGever Asher Yivtach B'Hashem V'hoya Hashem Yivtachi. Baruch HaGever blesses the man Asher Yivtach B'Hashem that puts his bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'hoya Hashem Yivtachi, and it will be that Hashem will be his Miftachi. So people translate it'll be his security, it'll be there to secure the person. But what is this pasuk saying, and what's its relevance here to Birchas HaMazon, that we see that in the last few hundred years it was added? Most of the Rishonim don't have it. This idea of saying this pasuk of Baruch HaGever Asher Yivtach B'Hashem V'hoya Hashem Miftachai. So just to understand the taich of the words, what does it mean that Hashem will be his Miftachai? So the Mutzudah says, "Vatzolaymer k'moish Yivtach boy, kein yeh l'miftach ula azara." The amount of a betochen a person has in the Rebbeinu Shalom, that's how much panim al panim, that's how much the Rebbeinu Shalom will help him. Rabbi Yapian says it's mamish like a shadow. He says, you have the sun, and your person creates a shade, and that makes a shadow. Person sticks out one finger, he sees a shadow of one finger. He sticks out two fingers, he sees the shadow of two fingers. Why? So whatever he does, that's what he sees in the shadow. So to here, how much betachon you have in the Rebbeinu Shalom, to shadow back to how much HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes care of a person. That's what the Metzudah says. And the Malbim, though, says a little bit differently, like we're used to seeing the Malbim. Ki habeteach b'Hashem she'yishei yedei tzuim tivim, hagam shivtach b'Hashem b'chol zeh, hamiftach shelo yhainu davar shelo yusak b'tchayne eni Hashem rakem tzuim ativim. Says this is telling a person that he has to have bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu directly, without any intermediaries, and that rakim yiftach b'Hashem she'yishei b'lo yishum emtzoi klal. Only a person who has real proper bitachon in the Rebbeinu Shalom, that it's going to come to from the Rebbeinu Shalom, take care of you without any need of intermediaries. That hainu hadavar shebo yusak b'tchayne. When you have, then the Rebbeinu Shalom will be your bitachon. When will the Rebbeinu Shalom take care of you without any intermediaries? When you have bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care of you, that's when he takes care of you without any intermediaries. And it's interesting that this pasuk is really brought all over Chazals. If you look all over Shas, the pasuk in the Rishon, this pasuk is really brought in two main sugyas. Number one, you see it when it discusses Yosef. That Yosef asked the Sarah Mashkim for help because he asked an intermediary and it didn't go directly, and they quote this pasuk. And that's probably where the Malbim got the idea from, that it has to be without any intermediaries. But there's a Mishnah that quotes this pasuk, a very interesting Mishnah. Perik Chesem Mesechtes Peah. In the end of Mesechtes Peah. And it says, Mishesh Lechamishim Zuz, someone who has 50 Zuz, Noisev Noisim Behem, Arezel Loyitev V'chol Nitzorech Litov V'noitel, Einay Meitzman Aziknat Shetzorech Lebrius. So, first Mishnah tells us that a person has a certain amount of money, even though he's doing business with it, and he doesn't think his cash is currently fluid, he still can't take tzedakah. But a person who doesn't take tzedakah, who needs to take tzedakah, someone who doesn't need to take tzedakah, he said, it's the Mishnah first, someone who doesn't need to take tzedakah, he's not going to pass away, the Mishnah tells us, until Achmano Litzlan, he requires tzedakah from others. And then it says, anyone who needs to take, and doesn't take, won't pass away until he has the ability to support others. So, and he says, bless the person who trusts in the Rebbeinu Shalom, the Rebbeinu Shalom will take care of him. So that sounds like the Mishnah is trying to say that a person who trusts in the Rebbeinu Shalom and doesn't come on to tzedakah, eventually the Rebbeinu Shalom is going to take care of him so great to the point where he's going to be able to support others. But there's a Yerushalmi that says, the Yerushalmi says in this, anyone who needs to take tzedakah and doesn't, he's like he's spilling blood, and you're not allowed to have rachmanas on him. So the obvious question asked by the Mefarshim is, well, what's going on here? Hakad Chanina, in the Yerushalmi, on this Mishnah, say that a person, seems that a person, if he's mechuyev to take tzedakah, if he needs tzedakah, you not have merachim, you shouldn't have mercy on a person who refuses to take tzedakah. He's a sheifech damim. So the Mordechai answers, and what's the chilik? He says it depends on the type of person. A person who, by not taking tzedakah, Bitachon could live and he could have food, even if he minimizes less than he's mechuyev to. He's allowed to take tzedakah, but he says, I'm going to make do. But he has his life like that. Such a person is who the Mishnah is talking about. But a person who doesn't even have that, and he's starving, his family's starving, his children's starving, and he's being frum on their cheshbon, such a person, now to be merachem alav, and he's a sheifich tamim. He has no business being rachman yanim, even on himself. You have to make sure you live. That's what he says. That's right. So what do we see from this? We see from this that Bרכhat Yevtach B'Hashem B'Hoy Hashem Yiftachai is talking about what? According to this Mishnah in Peah, according to this Mordechai, it's talking about the ability to have food, the ability to support oneself. That if you have bitachon in the Rebbeinu Shalom and you don't come on to tzedakah, or if you need to come on to tzedakah, Hashem will take care of you. Right? So that is very similar to Yiras Hashem Kedoshav Kei Machzal Yirev. We said Kfim Rosh Yirev U'Dayshal Machzal Yirev, that someone who has Yiras Shemayim, the Rebbeinu Shalom takes care of. That's what this pasuk is saying. If you have Yiras Shemayim, the Rebbeinu Shalom and you don't come on to tzedakah, and you take care of yourself without tzedakah, eventually you'll be able to support others. And that's our tefillah at the end of Birchas Hamazon, that we should be zeicha to be able to, even if today we're not in a matzah that we can afford to support others, but that we be zeicha not only to have food on our own table, but that we should be able to give others food as well.